Welcome to My Spoonie Sisters, featuring stories from special guests dedicated to empowering those with chronic illness. Our goal? To connect people and provide the support and tools they need to live a better life. For those with chronic illness, our energy levels just fade faster. We must be more purposeful with the spoons allotted to us. So grab your coffee or tea, sister, and tune in as My Spoonie Sisters share stories of living with chronic illness. Hi, my Spoonie Sisters. I'm your host, Gracefully Jen, and as per usual, I have one of my favorite people here to talk to you. This is Dani. Many of you know her. Many of you have heard her on here before. Dani, tell everyone about what you and I are doing this month.
Hey, you guys. Dani here from Make It Count for Dani. And this month, for the month of November, we are doing Move-Ember for November, right? So we're using the word move, and then we're attaching the last ember from November to really encourage you to choose movement for yourself at least 20 minutes when you can fit it in during the month of November. So I'm not saying you have to do it every day. It would be great if you can, but I realize that could be very challenging for people. So this is not a challenge. This is another motivational movement month like we did in July. And the best part is that not only are you going to get into a habit of loving yourself every single day and choosing yourself for at least 20 minutes. Let me reiterate, I want you to choose movement, concentrated movement for yourself for at least 20 minutes in a day. And then at the end, we're going to give away prizes. So I'm going to do 5 days of giveaways in the month of December. It'll be at the beginning of December. And I will give some great prizes out to all the people who decided to choose movement in the month of November. So yeah, there's a few little things that Jenny and I have come up with. Jenny and I are going to post every single day because we're going to choose movement every single day. But then we also want you to tell us the type of movement that you've done. I realize not everybody is really good at social media like Jenny. I wouldn't say I'm really good at it. I just try really hard. But you can comment on our post and say, this is what I did today, and I did it for 32 minutes, or this or that. But please understand, when I say that I want you to be concentrated movement, that means I want you to go for a walk for 20 minutes. I want you to ride a bike for 20 minutes. I want you to do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, or the elliptical trainer for 20 minutes, or I want you to work out in the gym trying to lift some weights for 20 minutes. I want you to do yoga. I want you to go canoeing. I want you to do paddle boarding. I want you to do, what other classes? Cycling. What other thing, Jenny?
Zumba.
Zumba, baby. Yeah, dancing, baby.
I love me some Zumba.
That's right. What doesn't count, you guys, is you can't say I cleaned my house for 20 minutes, because I would be hoping that you'd clean your house somewhat regular basis. But so this is really about you taking at least 20 minutes in a day to make yourself sweat, to move your body, to get your blood flowing, your serotonin up. Like, we are trying to help give you some more energy, right? We're trying to help you move through the challenges with chronic illness, as well as all the other things that we face in life: stress, disappointment, fear, all of these things. So we want you to move for 20 minutes. And then you're going to tag Make It Count for Dani to make sure I know. And even if you tag Jen, Jen will tell me, right? If you tag Gracefully Jen, My Spoonie Sisters, I need to somehow know that you're doing this so I can add your name on the list. Your name will then be entered into a drawing, and that drawing will occur the first week of December on the 5 days of giveaways, which I've committed myself to. I realize that talking right now. But I do have some great prizes. I've reached out some awesome companies to help me out with this. Bionic gloves is one of them. I've got a lot of just great ideas. Of course, there'll be custom swag that I have put together. Jenny's throwing some stickers and stuff in, aren't you, baby?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're going to make sure that this will be fun. But really, this is not about winning something. That definitely is a cool part. But this is about winning for yourself, really. And it's just about loving yourself enough to choose you. And maybe you'll lose weight out of it. Maybe you'll get into a consistent habit. It takes 21 days to form a habit. So maybe you'll do this for 21 days. And then, or you'll get into a thing where you're like, gosh, I've walked 5 days in a row and I feel fantastic. I also realize it's winter months. Winter has approached us, which means that it's cold season. And I really think that our joints need to move when it's cold. Right? You agree, Jenny, right?
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I have to do it first thing in the morning. If I don't move right when I get up, I'm not going to want to get up.
Right. And that's the other thing, too, that I try to encourage people to do things in the morning first thing, right? And I know it's really hard to not press snooze on the alarm. And I know it's hard to get up in the morning, but if you choose yourself first thing, nobody can take it away from you. Your work can't take it away from you. Your kids can't take it away from you. Your partner can't take it away from you because you chose yourself first thing in the morning, as hard as it was, to not press snooze, and you got up and you committed to move first thing. And that makes a big difference. It sets the tone to the entire day. People want to know why I have a lot of energy. It's because I choose to move every single day for myself first thing. It's hard for me to get up sometimes. This morning, I wanted to press snooze 4 times. I only pressed it twice. But anyway. So yeah, that's all. We're coming on here to tell you about Move-Ember, choosing movement for yourself in the month of November. That's what we're doing. And so we hope that you'll join us. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle is @MakeItCount, the number 4, DANI, @MakeItCount for Dani. That is my handle. I'm sure that Jenny will tag me someplace in this thing. But yep, we just want you to choose you. That's all.
Absolutely. So, okay, my Spoonie sisters, don't forget, if you're not following Dani, go to Make It Count for Dani with the number 4. I'm sure you're probably already following me if you're listening to this. And let's just have the best Move-Ember ever.
That's right.
Of course, don't forget your spoon.
Make it count.
The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast are for general information only. Consult your own physician for any medical issues that you may be having. The information should not be taken as a replacement for medical, clinical, professional advice, diagnoses, or medical intervention. My Spoonie sisters and guests will not be held liable for any of the consequences of such action or inaction. Trigger warning. Some episodes may cover sensitive topics including, but not limited to, suicide, abuse, mental illness, and chronic disease. You are advised to refrain from listening if you are likely to be offended or adversely impacted by any of these topics. None of the guests or hosts will be responsible for your use of the information contained therein. Life is not merely to be alive, but to be well. Living a life with a chronic illness is best described with one word: unpredictable. Be Well's products are designed to make the unpredictable easier to deal with. Back when I was getting my infusions, I would have loved to have their adult zip hoodie. They even have one in pink. They also have everything from one-day pill holders to urgency buckets. So remember, they want to make your life a little easier. So be sure to check out Be Well.